You had a dream once. Maybe it was starting a business. Maybe it was getting in the best shape of your life. Maybe it was moving to a new city and rebuilding yourself from scratch. You were excited. You could see it. You told the people closest to you, the ones you trusted, the ones you called friends, and they smiled. They nodded. They said they supported you. But then came the questions, the concerns, the gentle suggestions to be realistic, to think it through, to maybe wait a little longer. And slowly, without you even noticing, that fire inside you started to dim. Not because you failed, not because the world was against you, but because the people you trusted most planted seeds of doubt. So deep you didn't even realize they were growing. Your dream didn't die from enemy attack. It was quietly suffocated by friendly fire. And here's the part that will make your blood run cold. They weren't even trying to hurt you. They thought they were helping. They thought they were protecting you. But the result is the same. Your potential was murdered by the very people you let closest to you. And you thanked them for it. You called it advice. You called it love. You called it friendship. But what it really was poison dressed up in concern. The truth you need to hear right now is this. Most of your friends don't want you to succeed, not consciously, not maliciously, but deep down, in the parts of themselves they won't admit exist. Your success terrifies them. Because if you win, if you actually pull it off, if you become everything you said you become, it destroys their favorite excuse. The excuse that it's too hard, that it's not realistic, that people like us don't do things like that. Your success is a mirror they don't want to look into. It reflects back every choice they didn't make, every risk they didn't take, every dream they let die. And that reflection is unbearable, so they pull you back down, not with hate, with love, with concern, with realistic advice. They tell you about the friend of a friend who tried something similar and failed. They remind you of your responsibilities. They ask if you've really thought this through. And every single word is a small weight added to your ankles, pulling you back into the crab bucket they're comfortable in. Because here's what crabs do. When one tries to climb out, the others pull it back down. Not because they hate the ambitious crab, but because if it escapes, they have to face the fact that escape was always possible. They just never tried. Your friends are crabs, and you're the one trying to climb out. They'll grab your leg and pull, all while telling you they're just trying to help you avoid the fall. This is the psychology of mediocrity. It's not evil, it's human. When you announce you're going to do something extraordinary, you're making everyone around you uncomfortable. You're breaking the unspoken agreement of your social circle, the agreement that says we're all going to stay at roughly the same level, support each other's complaints, and never actually change. When someone tries to rise, the group instinctively pulls them back to equilibrium. It's social homeostasis. They'll frame it as being realistic. They'll say they're just looking out for you. But what they're really saying is, don't make me feel bad about myself by actually trying. The worst part is how effective this sabotage is. Because it comes wrapped in care, you don't recognize it as an attack. When an enemy doubts you, you get angry and prove them wrong. But when a friend doubts you, you internalize it. You think maybe they're right. Maybe I am being unrealistic. Maybe I should play it safe. And just like that, the dream dies, not with a bang, with a whisper of concern from someone who loves you. So how do you know? How do you separate the genuine friends who want to see you win from the hidden anchors dragging you down? You need to run a diagnostic. You need to apply the mirror test. And you need to be honest with yourself, even if the answers hurt. Start by asking this: after I spend time with this person, do I feel energized or drained? Do I leave our conversations feeling like I can conquer the world? Or do I leave feeling heavy, doubtful, and tired? Real friends are batteries. They charge you. Fake friends are vampires. They drain you. Track your energy. It doesn't lie. Next, listen to the language they use when you share your goals. Are they asking how they can help? Or are they listing reasons why it won't work? Are they curious about your plan? Or are they immediately poking holes in it? There's a difference between someone who asks tough questions to sharpen your strategy and someone who asks questions designed to make you quit. The first type is testing your commitment. The second type is testing their fear. One more test: tell them about a win, even a small one. Watch their face. Listen to their tone. Is there genuine joy, or is there a flicker of something else? Envy, dismissiveness, minimization. Do they celebrate your progress or change the subject? Do they match your energy or dampen it? The mirror test isn't about being paranoid. It's about being aware. Most people sleepwalk through their relationships, assuming everyone with the title of friend deserves access to their dreams. That's how you end up surrounded by people who smile at your face and sabotage your future. The mirror test wakes you up, and once you see it, you can't unsee it. Now comes the hard part, the audit. You need to evaluate your circle with the same ruthlessness you'd evaluate a failing business. Because your life is a business, and your relationships are either assets or liabilities. There's no neutral. Start with the 5-person rule. You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. Look at your 5. Are they where you want to be? Are they going where you want to go? Are they living with the discipline, ambition, and standards you're trying to build? If not, you're being pulled down to their average. It's not mean, it's math. Second, run the energy versus entropy audit. Make a list. On one side, write the names of people who add energy to your life. People who inspire you, challenge you, believe in you, and make you better. On the other side, write the names of people who create entropy, chaos, doubt, drama, and drain. Be honest. This isn't about whether you like them. It's about whether they're helping or hurting your trajectory. Most people have way too many names on the entropy side and wonder why they're exhausted. Third, the aspiration alignment test. Do your friends have goals? Real goals, not just wishes? Are they actively working on themselves, or are they comfortable being stagnant? Because if they're comfortable where they are and you're trying to grow, there's going to be friction. They'll resent your discipline because it highlights their lack of it. They'll mock your ambition because it makes them uncomfortable. Alignment matters. You can't run with people who aren't running. This audit is uncomfortable because it forces you to see the truth. Some of the people you love are holding you back. Some of the people you're loyal to don't deserve that loyalty. And some of the friendships you've held onto for years are actually just habits you're too scared to break. But you can't build the life you want while dragging dead weight. You have to cut the anchors, not out of cruelty, out of necessity. So what do you actually do? How do you change your circle without turning into a villain? Here's the protocol. First, strategic distance. You don't need to announce it. You don't need to have a dramatic conversation. You just slowly create space. You become less available. You stop initiating. You let the relationship naturally fade to the level it deserves. Most people won't even notice, and the ones who do probably weren't that invested anyway. Second, intentional addition. You need to actively seek out people who are ahead of you, people who intimidate you a little, people who make you want to level up just by being around them. Join the groups they're in. Go to the events they attend. Put yourself in environments where high performers gather. You can't upgrade your circle by accident. You have to hunt for better people. Third, boundaries. This is non-negotiable. When someone crosses a line, when they drain your energy, when they disrespect your goals, you have to say something, not aggressively, just clearly. You teach people how to treat you. If you tolerate disrespect, you'll get more of it. If you tolerate doubt, you'll drown in it. Boundaries aren't walls, they're filters. Now, here's what nobody tells you. This process is lonely. When you start distancing yourself from people who don't serve your growth, you'll feel isolated. You'll feel guilty. You'll question if you're being too harsh, too cold, too selfish. That's normal. That's the price of growth. Outgrowing people hurts, but staying small to make them comfortable hurts more. And it lasts longer. You have to be okay with being misunderstood. You have to be okay with people calling you different, distant, or changed. Because you are different, you're becoming someone new, and the old circle doesn't fit the new you. That's not a loss, that's an upgrade. And when you finally build the right circle, everything changes. You'll be surrounded by people who push you, not pull you. People who celebrate your wins without jealousy. People who call you out when you're slipping and cheer you on when you're winning. The conversations will be different. Instead of gossip and complaints, you'll talk about goals, strategies, growth. Instead of draining you, your friendships will fuel you. You'll look around one day and realize you're not the smartest person in the room anymore. And that's exactly where you want to be, because iron sharpens iron. Excellence is contagious, and success compounds when you're around people who are also committed to winning. The right tribe doesn't just support your dream, they have dreams of their own, and together you rise faster than you ever could alone. So here's your call to action. Stop being loyal to people who aren't loyal to your growth. Stop feeling guilty for outgrowing relationships that no longer serve you. And stop calling loneliness what is actually freedom. You're not losing friends, you're losing anchors. And once you're free, you'll fly. Choose wisely, because your future is decided by who you let close to you. And most people are choosing wrong.